Hello friends, my name is Amish and today we'll look at adding and subtracting surds. So what's a surd? So a surd is basically a square root which does not have a perfect square number. So for example, square root of 16 is equal to 4, square root of 25 is equal to 5, square root of 36 is equal to 6. But numbers which do not have a perfect square, which have like a decimal square number, they are called surds. Okay, so now we'll look at them. Okay, so the first thing that you need to take care of is that we can only add or subtract like surds. Like it's very similar to algebra. So in algebra we add the like variables, like terms, right? So like surds mean which are like I'll show you an example. So if you look at question number one, it's 3 times square root of 5 plus 10 times square root of 5, right? So these are like terms because uh, this root number is the same, so this means that they're like surds. Okay, so what we do is we just add the numbers. So 3 plus 10 is equal to 13, and the final answer is 13 times square root of 5. We leave the square root as it is, we do not change it. We just need this to identify which surds are uh, like, so which are the like surds. Okay, so this is the square root and these are like surds, and we just add the number in front. So 3 plus 10, 13 times root 5. Okay, now we look at second example. So we have 7 times root 6 minus 11 times root 6. So these are again like surds because uh, they have the same root number but they have different numbers in front of them, so we can subtract them. So 7 minus 11 is equal to minus 4, so the final answer is minus 4 times root 6. Okay, and we'll look at the third one. So the third example is 4 times root 6 plus 3 times root 3 minus 8 times root 6. So what we do is we first identify which are the like surds, and the way we do that is basically we identify like uh, which surd has like the same root number. So in this case, root 6 and root this one, they are like surds. Okay, so we simply just subtract them. So 4 times root 6 minus 8 times root 6. So we just subtract the numbers in front. So 4 minus 8 is equal to minus 4, and we add the root 6. So minus 4 times root 6, and we just add this. So plus root 3. We just add this because it's adding over here. We first collect the like surds. 4 minus 8 is equal to minus 4 times root 6, and then we just add plus 3 root 3. Okay, so this is the way that you should solve this. Okay, so now we'll look at a difficult example. So here we'll need to simplify it. Okay, so the first question, we have 3 times root 8 plus 5 times root 8. So uh, this is a difficult example. I'll tell you why. Because uh, we can simplify it. So the first step is the same. So we just these are like sets, so we just add them. So 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. 8 times root 8, because these are like sets, but we have to do another step after this. uh, so what we do is that since this is root 8, this means that it's not in simplified version, because we have two numbers which multiply together to give 8. You can watch my previous video where I talked about simplification, like simplifying surds. You need to be careful with that. You need to simplify surds which can be simplified. So root 8 can be simplified because it has two numbers which multiply together to give 8, and one of them is a square number. So what I mean is this: 4 times 2 is equal to 8, right? So this means that this is the simplified version, because 4 is a square number. So you need to note two things. So in this example we have root 8. So if a number has two numbers which can multiply together to give that number, and one of that number which is multiplied is a square number, then that means that the number inside the root can be simplified. So root 8 is equal to 4 times 2. 4 is a square number, and 4 times 2 gives us 8. So here you can see it over here. Okay, so 8 times root 4 times 2. And in the next step we just what we do is 4 times 2, and this basically means root 4 times root 2. So we simplify it even more. So root 4 is 2. Okay, root 4, as you know, it's a perfect square number. Root 4 is equal to 2. So this becomes 2 over here, and it's 8 times 2 and root 2. Okay, and then we multiply these numbers together, so 8 times 2 is equal to 16, and then we bring root 2 down. Okay. uh, okay, so this is how you solve it. I'll just go through it again. So 8 times root 4 times 2, in so wait just a second. So root 4 times 2, this basically means that uh, we have root 4 multiplied by root 2, but it's under one root, so this is equal to that. Okay. So these are equal. This means root 4 times root 2. Okay, and then we simplify root 4 because it's a perfect square number, so root 4 becomes 2, and it's 8 times 2 times root 2, and then 8 times 2 is 16, so it's 16 times root 2. This is how you solve it. Now let's move on. So now we'll look at adding and subtracting unlike surds. Unlike surds means surds which are not like. So they are different surds. So in this example we have root 48 minus root 27. Now how do you do it? Again, you need to simplify it first. You can simplify root 48. You need to find two numbers which multiply together to give 48, and one of them should be a square number, and you should aim to find the biggest square number. So in this case we have uh, 16 times 3. 16 times 3 gives us 48, and 16 is a square number. It's a perfect square number, and it's the biggest square number that we can have. And we minus, and 27 root 27 can also be simplified. We need to find two numbers we multiply together to give 27, and one of them should be the biggest square number. So the biggest square number possible. Okay, so root 27 can be simplified into 9 times 3, and then we simplify it. So root 16 times 3, so root 16 becomes 4 because 4 times 4 is 16, so square root of 16 is 4, so we leave 4 as it is, and it's multiplying with root 3. We just put the minus sign, we bring it down from up, and we simplify root 9. Root 9 is equal to square root of 9 is equal to 3, so minus 3, and we leave square square root of 3 as it is. So this is what I mean. So you have 16 times 2, right? Square root of 16 times 2. This basically means square root of square root of 16 times square root of 3. So you can simplify this. So this becomes 4, and this you just bring it down as it is, like you did over here. Okay. So this is how you solve it, and just a second. And root 9 times 3, this basically becomes this basically means oops, this basically means root 9 times root 3. Okay, and you can simplify root 9. Square root of 9 is 3, so you bring 3, and it's multiplied with square root of 3. Okay, and you simplify it even more, it becomes 3, and you leave the square root like that. So this is how you solve it. Now let's look at question number 2. So question number 2, it's 4 times root 3 plus 2 times root 50 minus root 12. So first of all, what you do is that you break down the surds which can be simplified. So 4 times root 3 stays as it is because you can't find two numbers with multiply to give 3, and one of them should be a square number. You can't find those. So you just leave 4 times root 3 as it is, then you add plus, you add 2, and then you divide, you simplify root 50 into two numbers which multiply together to give 50, and one of them should be the biggest square number possible. So that's 25 times 2. Then you put a subtract sign, and then you can also simplify root 12 into 4 times 3. 4 is the biggest square number you can have. So then you just simplify it. So this stays the same. 4 times root 3 plus 2. Square root of 25 becomes 5 times root 2 minus square root of 4 is 2, so that stays, so minus 2 times root 3. Okay, so you simplify even more. So 4 times root 3 plus 2 times 5, you multiply these, that becomes 10 root 2 minus 2 root 3. You simplify it even more, because you have the like terms now. Remember I told you you can add or subtract like terms. So 4 times root 3 minus 2 times root 3, these are like surds, I mean not like terms, sorry, like surds, I mean. Okay, so 4 root 3 minus 2 root 3. These are like thirds. So you 4 minus 2 is 2. So 2 root 3, and then you just add plus 10 root 2. Okay, this is the final answer. And I gotta tell you that please practice it by yourself. Watching videos won't be of any help unless you practice and get some feedback. So what you could do is have a notebook, just keep practicing and check your answers. Okay, that's the best way to practice. So guys, thanks for watching. I wish you all the best for your exams. Please like, subscribe, click on the bell icon, comment and share the video, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, bye bye. And yeah, one more thing, I do watch my other videos as well. I've made one more video on surds which talks about multiplication and simplification, like simplifying surds. So do watch that video, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, bye bye.